Hi everybody, Luke Broyles here along with my friend Angelo, and we are here in beautiful New Hampshire here at Camp Nakamoto. You've heard me talk about this once or twice before, and we have to have proof of work of what this place is actually like. We've had a really good time the last couple days, and you can see all the cabins around here. The fall colors are turning, and if you weren't able to make it here this year in person, we just wanted to give you a little virtual tour of what it was like and encourage you to consider joining us next year and hopefully make some friends. So speaking of friends, Angelo, please share a little bit about what this island is, how big it is, and your story of how this all came to be.
Sure. Thanks, Luke. Hi, everyone. I'm Angelo. So we are standing, as Luke already said, in New Hampshire. Specifically, we're on a little island named Sandy Island, and it's where we're hosted Camp Nakamoto. It's an island on Lake Winnipesaukee in New Hampshire, which is New Hampshire's largest lake, and it's gorgeous, and it's right out here. You're going to see it any second now. And so Sandy Island is a place that's been near and dear to my heart for a very long time. I started coming here with my family when I was 8 years old in 1980, so that dates me a little bit. A little bit before you were born, Luke.
A little bit, yeah.
So, but anyway, I've been coming here for a very, very long time. And the story that I tell a lot of people, that's the quick and easy way to say it, there are three loves that I have in my life. My family, Bitcoin, and this camp. And so my family and this camp were already tied together, but we needed to find a way to bring Bitcoin into it as well. A few years back when I was a guy who was into Bitcoin but didn't know any Bitcoiners in person, I went in search of some in-person events, and I found just a gem of a guy by the name of Jeff Kassler, who runs Mass Adoption, which is I live down in Massachusetts when I'm not up here on the lake. Jeff runs Mass Adoption, and he had also already been thinking of maybe something that incorporated Bitcoin and nature. And so the talking started. You were in very, very early to this idea, Luke. You were in those very first discussions.
I was the marketing guy, so thank you for watching my ads about the event.
But yeah, it was really born of a couple of ideas. One, that Bitcoiners definitely, like the Venn diagram of who's into Bitcoin and who's into nature and clean living.
Right.
There's a big overlap.
There's a big overlap.
Those. And we definitely discovered that with this event. This place is speaking to the Bitcoiners who have come here, I think.
I think it's speaking to the guests. I also think it's speaking to the speakers, because I know a lot of speakers, myself included at times, can get a little tired of city after city, conference room after conference room, hotel after hotel. And this is a very nice change of pace.
Yeah, so I say it was born of two ideas. So one was, let's marry up these things and get them together and do a conference. And then very related to that, the second idea is just the breaking out of the conference piece of it.
Right.
I think early on we talked about that, at least for me, the conferences that I would go to, the most memorable moments, the most alpha I got out of those conferences was generally
the side stuff.
This
whole event is the side stuff.
That was the point. I was like, let's build a lot more side stuff, and let's make the side stuff tons of fun and put it in a beautiful environment. And so that was the idea.
So hopefully you're getting a little bit of FOMO, and we'll give you some information in just a moment about how to get discounted tickets for the upcoming event, which we'll talk about in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to make sure we get the lake in the picture here. We got two pontoon boats coming in there. I don't know if you can quite see that, but we got two of our lake tour pontoon boats literally coming in right now, with a bunch of people that just did a fall foliage tour that circumnavigated the island. And over here we have a little cigar session, which there's been a couple of those.
There's been a few of those.
Hey everybody. Can we intrude for a moment?
Of course.
You all having a good time?
Yeah, blast. Having a great time.
What are your couple words about this event? What you've liked so far? What's unique? Anyone?
Food's been great. The people.
Yeah.
The people?
Great. The food.
People?
The
Food?
host is fantastic. Angelo has made this fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you, Larry.
Thank you, Larry.
It's about having deeper conversations with Bitcoiners. Instead of having a little bit of time, you have a whole bunch of time to hang out and get to know each other.
I love that. Thank you, Tom.
Yeah, great.
Getting to know some of the people a little bit better. They're very approachable. You can go up after any of the talks, approach anyone by the campfire, get to know them better.
Awesome. All right, well, thanks, guys. We won't intrude
Thanks.
anymore. But I know this circle is a bunch of dudes, but there are families here. There are kids. There are women. There are wives. Right over there, we have some games going on. We have what is that? Cornhole.
They're playing cornhole down there.
Yeah, we got some
And-
kayaking going on. Yeah, the second pontoon's coming in right
Yeah.
now over there at the dock. Yeah, right over there. So I think we're doing another session of pontoons in just a moment at the sunset tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go say hi to the folks off the boat. So Angela, how long have you been running this this camp? Yeah, I know you say you first came here when you were 8 years old.
Right. So came here when I was 8. Came with my family. My first round of working here was as a teenager.
Right.
Back in late 80s, early 90s. But most recently, I was the director of Sandy Island camp for 21 through 24. So I was the
Yeah.
director here, and I'm now in a different position with that organization.
Right.
But
Transitioning to this.
yeah, yeah.
So what's right behind us here? This is the main. What is this?
The main lodge. we call it.
Lodge, right?
Main lodge, and it's the oldest building on the camp. It's over 100
100 years old,
now.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had a couple panels because, of course, people want to hear, the folks like Larry and the hedge fund guys and the Bitcoin CEO people, Just so there's been a couple panels, but most of the time has literally just been us hanging out and all that. So that's the lodge right there. That's where we have some events. This, of course, is the very critical beer canoe. You have to have a beer canoe if you're going to be doing all these things on the lake here. But yeah, let's go say hi to everybody that's coming off the boat. Maybe some people want to say something.
How was it? Was it awesome?
Great.
Good trip?
Very relaxing.
That was
Relaxing?
the goal.
I enjoyed it.
Excellent.
Good.
Looking into the sun and the water behind the wave on the boat.
Awesome.
Great. So I think, Angela, you said there's like 200 islands, 250 islands?
Over 250 islands
On the lake?
on the lake. As it turns out, at this time of year right now, the lake is a little bit lower, so islands start popping up. Like
Yeah.
that rock out there is much more out of the water than it usually is. Yeah, but no, it's a big lake, over 250 islands. I believe, many of them populated. Sandy Island is only open in the spring and summer and fall months.
Yeah, awesome.
Yep.
All right, well, maybe let's go to the dining hall, show people what that looks like, and then we could tell people about where they can get tickets for next year.
Sounds great.
I think something that's really special about this too is that we're trying to make this family friendly, because a lot of people that go to Bitcoin conferences, let's say, have trouble convincing the spouse or the kid or the whomever to join them. And so, as you can see right over here, we have a bunch of kids. And actually, let's talk to one of the dads. Brandon, do you have a second?
Yeah.
Hey, do you mind telling us a little bit about what it's like bringing 4 crazy kiddos to this event?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, look around. It's absolutely. They got the kids doing parkour over here, and jumping off rocks and trees, and But it is truly amazing.
Yeah.
The one right here.
Yeah.
It is amazing. I mean, these guys are amazing. The event is amazing, and community is the number one thing, as we were just talking about, actually, in a survival situation. The number one thing. So being together with Bitcoiners is the most important thing you can do to build that camaraderie. Because at the end of the day, whether it's Bitcoin, gold, silver, food, whatever it is, you need community, number one, to support you, because you're going to fall short at some point, in some way in life, whether it's a survival situation or just in life in general. So building with people like this and actually living the ethos, right? Because we talk about Bitcoiners, we talk about all the time touching
Bitcoin
grass.
citadels.
Yeah,
Touch
citadels,
grass.
touch grass, get sunlight. So what better way to do it than actually go and do it and be out here, actually, being on mission and actually, living that ethos. So I think that's the biggest thing, and there's no better way to do it here. Angela puts on a great thing. You've helped a ton. Obviously, it's just an incredible island. Mm-hmm. I mean, look at this place. You guys have already probably shown most of it, but it's amazing.
It is kid friendly.
Kid friendly.
The kids will be happy.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of families here, a bunch of kids running around playing the whole time.
Yeah. We're not
Can't
going to
go
put them on.
anywhere.
We're not going to put it on camera, but there's like 20 kids running
There's 20
around.
Yeah,
They're
there's
all
20 kids, trampolines.
Yeah.
There's
they're all
it's
swimming.
islands. I can't go anywhere, which is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So but yeah, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great. All right. Thanks.
Absolutely. Yeah, thanks, guys.
Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. So yeah. So hopefully you get a little bit of a sense of what it feels like. Here. Obviously, this will go late into the night. We got ribeye steaks and lobster
Yeah,
tails,
we're doing
s'mores, wine.
We're doing a Cattleman's Feast tonight.
Yeah.
And that's brought to us by Texas Slim and the Beef Initiative. Tomorrow night we're going to have a New England lobster bake. So yeah, the food's been really good.
The food has been really good.
And
for the adults, the wine has been abundant.
yeah, we got beer and wine before every dinner. Yeah, we tried again. Back to maximizing the hangout time and making that hangout time and that opportunity for people to have deeper, meaningful relationships, making as many spots for that as possible.
Yeah. So if you're not into the whole deep, meaningful relationship thing, you're just here for the number go up and how to get rich quick or whatever. Lots of wonderful events that are for you. This probably isn't the one for you, but if you're somebody that wants to make friends, and ultimately I think what makes this special is that in the coming years, as Bitcoin gets adopted more, I think it might be more difficult to make friends. Maybe not, I don't know, but I think that there's something special about being a Bitcoin at this period of time and sharing this period of moment with the uncertainty in front of us of the world. We can share in that, both the positive and the negative, right? And so anyway, I think there's something really special about this. And so if you have any consideration, what's the next one? June 2026?
June. So this year we did it as a fall event. It's obviously
October.
We're in October right now.
A little chilly.
But it's a little bit chilly at night. Right now it's gorgeous,
right now
but
it's nice.
overnight it's a little bit chilly. A more optimum spot, I was able to get a better weekend that we can have the island in 2026. And so the exact dates are to be determined, but it is around the weekend of June 20th. And we'll get the...
And that exact information is probably on the screen now somewhere. And just as importantly, somewhere on the screen, you're going to see instructions on how to get a discounted ticket for next year. We like to do everything we can to give everybody the best deal possible, because really at the end of the day, the quality of people here is the most important thing, right? And so if you're somebody that thinks you're a high quality person, feel free to reach out. Happy to do a little quick interview, make sure that you're legit and going to be a wonderful fit with everybody that's coming here, and ultimately, trying to get you the best deal on a ticket possible. So that's obviously it's going to be for a limited time. Information's somewhere on the screen or in the description below. But ultimately, thank you for your attention. Hopefully, you got a nice little taste of what this is like. And Angelo, thank you for bringing us into your second home here.
Thank you very, very much, Luke. That was awesome.
Thanks.
This is the moment for you and your family to secure your spot at the Bitcoin Private Island Retreat of Camp Nakamoto upcoming here in 2026. This is the perfect Father's Day weekend getaway for you and your family to be able to relax, unwind, and make new friends. This is a private island retreat for Bitcoiners and their families with all kinds of family-friendly outdoor activities, water activities. There are going to be Bitcoin panels inside, and every evening there's a party available for everybody of all ages. You'll be able to network with some of your most recognizable Bitcoin voices and create lifelong memories with like-minded individuals that will last for years and years to come. You're able to bring spouses, parents, kids, or anybody in your life that you would like to introduce to Bitcoin without the topic being overwhelming or overstimulating for them. For less than half of the cost of other Bitcoin conferences, you'll actually be able to relax, spend time outdoors instead of in a hotel, and you'll get to be spending more one-on-one time with speakers. And at the end of the day, you'll be leaving this event with more connections than you could even imagine. With a fixed hard cap of cabins available, this is the moment you should secure your spot before they all get reserved. For the best savings, use code LukeBTC for 15% off of you and your entire family's order. I look forward to seeing you there.